So in this video, I want to answer a viewer's question. A viewer asked me, how do you tell if a woman is a good girl to keep in your life? So I'm going to answer that first very succinctly, and then I'm going to explain it. And you got to be really honest with yourself here. Are you a keeper? You got to be really honest with yourself here. You got to answer this question from a deeper place, because it's very easy to sit there and say, yeah, I'm a great guy. I see people doing it all the time, running around and bitching that this woman, that woman, and this woman, none of them are good enough, and it's all their fault. Well, if it's all their fault and they're getting one after another, then you need to start looking inward. You see, the truth is that if you bring two miserable people together, and if you're miserable, unhappy, or you're judging women all the time, you're going to draw that into your life. You're going to draw a woman that's miserable, unhappy, or judging men all the time. And if you bring two miserable people, unhappy people together, you're going to get something a whole lot worse than miserable. If you bring two happy people together, you're going to get something beautiful. So the moment you become happy, you learn to love women, appreciate women, respect women, and start being the man in the relationship that draws a powerful woman that wants to be the woman for a man, then you will draw that woman into your life. It's that simple. So it's really about the inner work. And not just the inner work with loving life and loving yourself, but loving women, appreciating women. And in that, you will begin to find the woman that you want in your life. So let's take a deeper look at this. And I'm going to kind of step away from this for a second. I'm going to ask another question. Do you know what you want in a woman? First, know what you want in a woman. Make a list, make a long list. Get really clear. If this is a woman you're going to stay with forever and the rest of your life, be really clear about what you want. Put it down on paper. Feel into it. Feel what it's like to be with each one of those qualities. Also know what you don't want in a woman. Get really clear about that. Put it out there. Don't be afraid to ask for it. And then, once you've done that, ask yourself, are you a complement to these wants? Are you a complement to these desires? If you really want a woman that's into health and fitness, are you a big slob? If you really want a woman that's loving and supportive, are you loving and supportive in the relationship, or are you a dick? These questions need to be answered, and you need to be looked at. If you want a woman that's honest, I mean really honest, that you can trust, are you that honest and trustable? Are you willing to say the tough things that need to be said in a relationship and be the man and say those things with integrity, knowing that you're going to have to deal with what comes up because of them? Because in a relationship, if you just tell your partner what they need to hear all the time, it's not going to work out, because there's lots of things that need to be said that people don't want to hear. But two strong, healthy people will grow together. They will meet in their disagreements, work through them, grow together, and become stronger together over a lifetime. Other people will have a disagreement, a rupture in the relationship. Then they'll use those ruptures as weapons to battle with each other, manipulate and control, creating resentment and the eventual destruction of the relationship. So again, who are you in relation to the women you want to be with? And if you're a woman that happens to be watching this, who are you in relation to the men you want to be with? Stop making everybody you've dated the enemy, the wrong one, the person that screwed up. Because if you've gone through partner after partner looking for the one, there's a reason for that. And the reason is inside. The gold is inside. Take a look, do the work. And when you get there, you'll be happy you did, because you'll have one of the best relationships you could ever have. And one more thing. Start looking at healthy relationships. Make an effort to look in the world at relationships. Older people, people that have been married for a bunch of years, that still laugh a lot together, that still have fun together. Look up articles. I have one article that I read about a couple that had been married for 81 years. I cut it out of People magazine. And it sounds crazy, 81 years. And he was 101 and she was 99. Their children, who they had more than 10 children, I think it was like 14 or 12, which is kind of insane in of itself, said they had always been in love. They had always cared about each other. Matter of fact, he could still see at 101. She is blind now, so he walks her around, holds her hand, guides her, holds her hand every day, takes care of her, and loves her to death. She loves him to death. When you start to see these relationships modeled in the world, and you see they do exist, then you'll start to build that belief that you can create one. And then it's going to be about building you up. And that's the next thing to see in the relationship. See in these couples how they feel about themselves, how they feel about life. Are they letting life just walk by? Because a lot of people that stay together for a lifetime that aren't happy, but are they really enjoying life together? Build that belief. Know what you want. Build yourself up. And when you get there, you'll be glad you did. So with that said, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you comment below. We really want to hear your comments because your comments are important to us. If you're in a relationship, I'd love to hear what you're doing to make your relationship work or the challenges you're having in your relationship. I also want to know more about what you want from our channel, how just like the viewer did that asked this question. And we'd love to help and work on getting you those videos and developing the channel out in the direction that you guys want to go, because this is all about you. And also subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe and get all our videos that are coming up. We got a lot more coming down the pike. We're gonna get back to the interviews, doing a lot more interviews and discussions, deeper topics. I wanna make sure you don't miss out on any of that. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, only the confident really live. Easiest skill sets, yet at the same time, if you don't have it, it could be one of the hardest. And that's listening. Listening is an art form that a lot of men just miss. And it's a powerful art form. Matter of fact, when you get it, you're gonna notice that you can talk very little. Listen. A lot of people don't get over their fear of approaching women in bars. And we're gonna go over that in this video and the ways to solve it. Now, if you haven't seen the 3 key elements to building confidence, I recommend you watch that video first. And the link will be